Welcome back students in your next math class. In this class we are going to learn fractions and decimals. Let's see what is the fraction. Fraction means a part of whole. Fraction means a part of whole. In other language, let's see fraction. Fraction means a part of whole. Suppose that we have to take a pizza and divide in equal to parts. So these two parts is the part of that pizza. It means that is the fraction. That is called 1/2. Like that. Suppose that this is a pizza and we divide in equal 4 parts. So each part, 1 part, 2 part, 3 part and 4 part. Each part is denoted 1/4. Each part is denoted 1/4. It means this is a fraction. This is a part of 4. This is a fraction. That is 1/4. So in other language we can say that the number of the form, the numbers of the form a upon b, where a and b are natural numbers. The numbers of the form a upon b, where a and b are the natural numbers, are known as fractions. A is denoted as numerator. This is numerator, and b is denominator. A as a numerator and b as a denominator. There are some examples: 17/6, 8/1, 3/5, 5/10. So these all are fractions. These all are fractions. There are various types of the fraction. First, decimal fractions. Decimal fractions. A fraction whose denominator is any of these numbers, that is 10, 100, 1000, means the denominator should be multiple of 10 in the form of 10, 100, thousands, like that. It is called the decimal fraction. First, 5/10. So 5/10. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many boxes there? 10. And we said 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this shaded part is shown 5/10. Shaded part shown 5/10. It means 5 part is shaded out of 10. Okay, like that. Second example, 9/100. 9/100. There are 100 box. We said 9 box because numerator is there 9. So set there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So this shaded part shown 9/100. It means 9 boxes are shaded out of 100. 9/100 means 9 boxes shaded out of 100. So this is also a decimal fraction. Why this is a decimal fraction? We can easily write it in the form of decimal 0.5 and that is 0.09, like that. So this is a decimal fraction. Next, vulgar fractions. Vulgar fractions, a fraction whose denominator is a whole number. A fraction whose denominator is a whole number other than 10, 100, 1000, etc. is called vulgar fraction. Because 10, 100 and 1000, it is also whole numbers. But in vulgar fractions, its denominator would be a whole number other than these. Other than these means other than 10, 100, 1000, etc. So 2/9, 4/13, 13/20, 27/109, 4/5, etc. These are vulgar fractions. Next, third is there proper fraction. Proper fractions whose numerator, a fraction whose numerator is less than its denominator is called proper fraction. Numerator, if the numerator of fraction is less than its denominator, then that fraction is called proper fraction. Let's see the example. 3/5. 3 is numerator and 5 is denominator. 3 is less than 5. Yes, 3 is less than 5. 5/11, 23/40, 73/100, 8/15. In these fractions, we see there are all numerators are less than its denominator. So these are called proper fractions. Okay. So in proper fraction, numerator is less than denominator, and improper fraction, numerator is greater than the denominator. A fraction whose numerator is more than or equal to its denominator is called improper fraction. For example, 11/7. Here 11 is numerator and 7 is denominator. 11 is greater than 7. Like that, 25 is greater than 25. 41 is also greater than 26. So these are improper fraction. Here 75/75, numerator and denominator both are equal. If numerator and denominator both are equal, it means 1. So this is a improper fraction. This is improper fraction. Now next is there mixed fraction. In mixed fraction, a number which can be expressed as the sum of natural numbers and a proper fraction is called mixed fraction. In other words, we can say that a combination. In other words, we can say that a combination of natural number and proper fraction is called mixed fraction. Idea 1 complete 3/4. 1 is the natural number, 3/4 is the proper fraction. So these are mixed fraction. This is a combination. Or you can say that the sum of a natural number and proper fraction. Sum of natural number and proper fraction. This is also mixed fraction. 4 complete 5/7. 7 complete 12/25. It is term. All are mixed fraction. Like that, more example you can write. Okay. Each of the following into improper fraction. First question. Second question. Convert each of the following into a mixed fraction. In earlier classes, you learned how you convert mixed fraction into improper fraction and how you will convert improper fraction into mixed fraction. So here that 1 complete 3/4. 1 is the natural number, 3 is also natural number, but 3/4. In 3/4, 3 is numerator and 4 is denominator. So first we multiply 3 into 4. So what we get? 4 into 1. 4 1 are 4 multiplied by 1, and we will add its numerator upon 4. First we multiply the denominator with natural number and we add its numerator. So 4 1 are 4, 4 1 are 4 plus 3. So what we get? 4 plus 3 upon 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. So 7/4. 7/4. This is proper fraction or improper fraction? Improper fraction, because its numerator is greater than its denominator. Okay. Now second one, 12 complete 5/7. So 12 multiplied by 7, 12 into 7 plus the numerator is there 5. So plus 5/7. So 12 7 are 84. 84 plus 5/7. Okay. Now 84 plus 5, that is 89/7. 89/7. This is also improper fraction. Like that, we have to convert 6 complete 5/25. This is 6 complete 5/25. It means 6 multiplied with 25. 6 multiplied with 25 means denominator multiplied with natural number and add the numerator. So plus 5 upon denominator is 25. 25 is that 150 plus 5 upon 25 is equal to 125 plus 5, that is 155 upon 150 plus 5 equal to 155 upon 25. So 155 upon 25 is also a improper fraction. 7 complete 9/13. So 7 complete 9/13. Here 7 is the natural number, 9/13 is a proper fraction. So how we convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction? First we multiply this 13 with 7. So 7 multiplied by 13 and add the numerator, that is 9 upon denominator is there 13. 13 7 is 91 plus 9 upon 13. 91 plus 9, that is 100. 100 upon 13. This is improper fraction. Second question is there. Convert each of the following into mixed fraction. Convert each of the following into mixed fraction. So 38/7. Divide 38 by 7. 38 by 7. Okay. When 38 divides 7, like that. 38 divided by 7. Okay, so here 38 is the dividend, 7 is the divisor. 7 5 are 35. So we get 3. 3 is the remainder. Now remainder is less than divisor. Means 3 is the remainder, 5 is the quotient, and 7 is the divisor, and 38 is the dividend. It means we have to convert it into the mixed fraction. So mixed fraction is in the form of quotient, that is 5 complete 3 upon 7. 5 is 35 plus 3. That means this is in the form of quotient into 3 is the remainder upon divisor. Quotient in the form of complete, remainder upon divisor. Like that 47 upon 15. 47 upon 15. So 47 divided by 15. Divided 47 divided by 15. When 47 divided by 14, 15 3 is 45. So we get 2 as the remainder, 3 is the quotient, and 15 is the divisor. So quotient, what is the quotient? 3. So first we have to write 3 and remainder. Remainder is there. This is the remainder. Remainder is 2. So 2 upon divisor. Divisor is there 15. Yes, 15. So now we get 15 3 is 45 plus 2 47. So 47 upon 15. Like that 189 upon 16. 189 upon 16. Means 16 divides 189. Or in other words, we can say that 189 divided by 16. 189 divided by 16. Okay, 16 on the 16 subtracted, we get 2. Now 16 to the 32, that is greater than 29. It means 16 on the 16. Now that is 7. Yes, 9 7 13. 9 minus 6 3 and 2 minus 1 13. Okay, 13 is the remainder, and we have to convert it into the mixed fraction. So quotient is there 11. Quotient is there 11. So write there 11 and remainder is there 13. 13 upon divisor. This is the divisor. Divisor is 16. So 11 complete 13 upon 16. Okay. Next 306 upon 25. 306 upon 25. We have to also convert these 306 upon 25 into a mixed fraction. It means 25 divides 306. So 25 divided 306. Let's see. 25 divided 300. Okay. Now 25 on the 25 minus 30 minus 25, that is 5. Now 25 to the 50. Yes, 50. So we get 6 as a remainder and 12 as a quotient. 25 is the divisor, that is already given. So quotient is there 12. Quotient is 12. So 12. Then after remainder is there 6 upon 25. So like that, more examples you can take and convert it into mixed fraction. Okay. Equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction, a given fractions and infractions obtained by multiplying or dividing its numerator and denominator by the same non-zero number are called equivalent fraction. Suppose that we have given that 1 upon 2 and we multiply its numerator by 5 and denominator also by 5. So what we get? 5 upon 10. So 1 upon 2 is equivalent to 5 upon 10. Okay, like that 3 upon 4. Now we multiply it 3 upon 4. 3 is the numerator, 4 is the denominator. Numerator and denominator both is multiplied by 3. So what we get? 3 3 is 9 upon 4 3 is 12. Like that, it will 3 upon 4 we can write as 15 upon 20. 3 upon 4 we can write as 18 upon 25. So it is that these all are equivalent fraction, because when we reduce it, so we get as 3 upon 4. 9 upon 12 also 3 upon 4. 15 upon 20 also 3 upon 4. 18 upon 24 is also 3 upon 4. Okay. So like that, one more example. Suppose that 25 upon 30 is given that. 25 upon 30 is given that. Sure. And we divide its numerator and denominator. We divide its numerator and denominator by 5. So 5 is the same number, that is non-zero same number. Okay, so we get 525 upon 6. It means 25 upon 30 is equivalent to 5 upon 6. Okay, like that you can do the more examples. Next, like fraction. Like fraction means a fractions having the same denominator. Fractions having the same denominator but different numerator are called like fraction. Fractions having the same denominator but different numerator are called like fractions. 5 upon 14, 3 upon 14, 78 upon 14, 11 upon 14. In these fractions, we obtain 14 as a denominator, that is equal denominator. So these fractions are like fraction. Okay, students. Next, unlike fraction. Unlike fraction, here denominator are same, but in unlike fraction, denominators are different. Obviously, its denominator should be different. Yes, fractions having different denominator are called unlike fraction, and fractions having same denominator are called like fraction. This 5 upon 5, 2 upon 5, 5 upon 7, 9 upon 13. In these, we obtain 5, 7 and 13 as a denominator that are different, that is not equal. So these fractions are called unlike fractions. Okay. Now, irreducible fraction. Irreducible fraction means we have to simplify. Means lowest term. Fractions having fractions a upon b is said to be irreducible are in lowest term if HCF of a and b is 1. Suppose 6 upon 7. 6 is the numerator and 7 is the denominator. So HCF of 6 and 7 is 1. 13 upon 24. There also HCF of 13 and 24 is 1. 9 upon 24, sorry, 9 upon 16. So HCF of 9 and 16. When we find the HCF of 9 and 16, so we get as 1. Okay. So this is a lowest term. Lowest term, other name of the lowest term, irreducible fraction. Or in other words, we can say that this is a simplest form of the fraction. Lowest term means simplest form of the fraction. Okay. For example, this is the example. Suppose that we have to given 33 upon 36. Is this lowest form? No. Is this irreducible fraction? No. Because in numerator and denominator means 33 and 36 have a common factor other than 1. That is 3. Yes. Because 33 is also divisible by 3 and 36 is also divisible by 3. So what we get? 11 upon 12. Yes. So 11 upon 12 is irreducible fraction. And if the HCF of a and b, if the HCF of a and b is other than 1, then a upon b is said to be reducible. Means we can simplify it. Okay, this is 84 upon 98. So HCF of 84 and 90, that is HCF of 84 and 90, that is 14. So 84 and 98, sorry, 84 and 98, this is 98, sorry, 84 upon 98, so both are divisible by 14. Yes, it means HCF of 84 and 98 is 14. Okay, so it is reducible, we can reduce it. So what we get? 6 upon 7, we get 6 upon 7, like that 25 upon 15, there also HCF of 25 and 15 is 5 and 33 upon 36, its HCF is 3. These all are reducible, means we can reduce it in the lowest term, but we can't reduce it in the lowest term because it is already in the lowest term or irreducible. Now one question is given there, convert. What do we have to convert? Convert 84 upon 98 into irreducible or simplest form. We have to convert 84 upon 98 into irreducible or simplest form. So convert it 84 upon 98. We have to find the HCF of 84 and 98. So HCF of 84 and 98 is the same 14. Okay. So 84 is also divisible by 14. 98 is also divisible by 14. So when we divide 84 and 98 by 14, so we get 6 upon 7. So 6 upon 7 is in the irreducible form. So we can say that 84 upon 98 in irreducible form is 6 upon 7. Okay, thank you.